Yeah, so my name is Sumner Deason. I'm originally from McMinnville, Tennessee, small town. And then I went to college at Tennessee Tech University and graduated with my bachelor's degree in child development and family relations. Right now at Tennessee Achieves, I'm a complete coach in the Knoxville area. So as a kid, I've always been super academically motivated and driven. But when I got into high school and I was looking at just the different colleges that I could attend and potential careers that I could go into, I really kind of shifted my mindset. So, I was first gen college student and raised by my grandparents, come from a low income family. So if you look at all of those things, I had a lot of odds kind of stacked against me. And, I kind of came to this realization that I couldn't control my current, the circumstances that were around me. And I couldn't really control a lot of decisions that were being made around me either, or change that for people. But I knew that I could change that for myself, and I could change the path that I decided to go on, and I could change that for my future family. And so that's kind of was my driving force behind why I wanted to go to college. I knew that there was something more out there. It took me some time to figure out what I wanted to major in, as it does most college students, but that's a huge part of my why. Yeah, so, as I was saying earlier, I've always been academically driven, but a lot of that when I was younger was to make my parents proud or to make my grandparents proud. Bringing home straight A's, they were just so excited, and I just always wanted that. But then, as I kind of started to develop and think about what I wanted to do, I wanted to do this for myself, not just for them. If it made them proud, absolutely, I love that. But I wanted to prove myself that I could do this. Like I said, there were just so many odds stacked against me, and I could have chosen a lot of other things, but I knew I had it in me, and I just decided to go for it and prove to myself that I could. Yeah, so as a first generation college student, going into college and navigating that was really hard. I didn't have a lot of people to talk to. My grandparents really didn't know a ton about the process. It was very intimidating to go into college and try to find those people to talk to ask those questions, to get the answers that I needed. And a lot of it, I was incredibly shy, and it took a lot out of me to get out of my comfort zone and to find those people and ask those questions. So it was really challenging to be able to do that. But it was a learning process for me and, for my family as well. But, some of the other challenges were it can be really hard depending on your support system that you have behind you. When you're in college and things get really hard, that support system it's huge. And there were times when that was a challenge for me, and I just kind of had to keep pushing forward and remember why I was in this to begin with. And there were times when I was, studying for a test late at night. I had convinced myself that I was going to fail, and kind of even started second guessing, why did I even do this in the first place? But then the next day I took the test, didn't fail, didn't get the grade I wanted necessarily, but it wasn't the end of the world like I thought it was. And I just kept pushing forward, and it's hard, and looking back, it's so funny to look at that journey and some of the thoughts that I had, but I know it's so real because I can relate it to so many of my students right now that I work with. Oh, it's huge. I think it's just such a huge picture of hope and believing that you can do things that you set your mind to. Being able to look at my son and him, being able to tell my story to him and talk about the obstacles that I overcame to be able to go to college, to be able to get to do what I love to do. I hope to instill that hope in him that he can do that, and just that there are so many opportunities when you go to college, and just whatever he chooses to do. I'm so excited that overcoming that, breaking that, just him being able to see that and saying my mom did it and I can do that too. It means so much.